Hello and salam alaikum. Welcome to our workshop. Today I want to talk to you about a very important point, and that is an experience that I have made myself and which drove me nuts. But it's important for you to know that because the way of working in the UAE or in the Arab world is very different from the work here in Europe or in America. It's a kind of Arabic paradigm. So that means in Europe we think more in project structures. You know, you have a goal and then you have a structure, like a tree. And you see, you know, you have sectors A, B, C, D, E, 5 sectors, and all sectors lead to your common goal, the goal at the top. So if you have that kind of structure and you see, for example, that one of the 5 sectors takes a bit more time because something is missing. The usual thing in Europe is that you say, hey, there are 4 other sectors we can work on in the meantime. Let's say you wait for a subcontractor or something. So what you do is you work on the other 4 sectors, and if the missing thing is going to appear, you start at the last sector and get the thing done. This is totally different in the Arab world. The Arabs don't think in tree structures. The Arabs think more in a kind of one-way street, in a line. And quite frankly, I love those people. I have very good friends. I love all the people in the UAE, no doubt. I don't mean this offensive. You know, I don't want to blame anybody, but it's my experience. Because it's just a different way of working. That means when we organized the last Congress, for example, I got a response from one of my subcontractors, and he said, Daniel, we need an invitation letter for the investment companies we are approaching for you. And I said, okay, no problem. But I'm in Switzerland this week, and I want to compose this myself. I don't want to do this, I don't want to get this done by one of my employees. I want to do this myself. And he said, okay, how long do you take? And I said, well, I would say I'm staying here in Switzerland for a couple of more days, let's say 10 days. Okay. And I said, yeah, but you know, we have also the question with the technical guys, blah, 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 blah. And he said, yeah, for sure. But we wait for the invitation letter. When you have that problem, that there is something missing, or that they are expecting a support from your side. Let's say a document. For example, the contract for the real estate project that you bought. They want it's missing in the data room. Don't expect that they check all the other papers in the meantime while you organize that document and put it in the data room. Most of the time, in the cases, this is not going to happen. What's going to happen is, in their mind, you must bring something, so I put the project on pause. We wait until we receive your document. And that can drive you nuts because you said, you know, there are 500 documents in the data room that you can check, but you still wait for that one? And you say, yes, sure. This is different. When you have a line, when you have a one-way street, and you have an obstacle in the one-way street, you must stop. And this is the way of thinking. If there is an obstacle or if there is a missing part, that does not mean that they check all the other parts. It means that the total project is on hold while you are working on a single piece. And when you don't know that, you expect European attitude or an American attitude, which is, okay, we do all the rest, and when we have the missing part, in the meantime, we can work on all the other parts. But this is not my experience that I've made in the UAE. So therefore, if you want them to check all the other parts, then we come back to the question of communication. Make sure that you discuss this and that you follow up. Because if you don't do it, don't expect that it will be done By themselves, it will not, in most of the cases. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and stay healthy.